Guess what? It's back. Another week of our show, The Huddle.
We had a lot of fun with this one this week. Since SOU had a bye week, we got to sit down and get to know one of the Raiders' senior leaders.
Here it is, episode 2 of The Huddle.
Let's go.
Welcome to episode 2 of The Huddle. Today, we're at SOU.
And today we have a very special guest, of course, always a special guest. But today we have Seth Miller, senior defensive back for the SOU Raiders. How you feeling, Seth?
Feeling great. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, you just came off your first game and now you got a little bit of a rest period. How was this week for you?
This week was much needed. Obviously, we didn't get the result we wanted last week, but me and the team, we're going to take this week as a reset and just get our minds, our bodies right, and get ready for the long stretch that we have for the rest of the season.
And I know it's not ideal to talk about a loss, but we do have to talk about what happened in game 1. So let's start in the first half specifically. Great performance, great showing out. You guys were only on the field for 13 plays.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And you kept them to 14 points. Let's walk through the first half and how you think you did specifically and how you think the defense did as a whole.
Yeah, like you said, I really wasn't on the field for much in that first half. Our offense played amazing, so kept me off the field. I was well rested. I think just myself and the team, we came out real energized. You know, we were excited to play. It's our first game since last season against CFI. Obviously, they were ranked super high, so we all wanted to just go out, start fast. And I think that was our mentality going into that first half.
Second half. Wheels kind of started to fall off a little bit. Not very fast, but it just kind of happened more so at the end of the game. You guys were able to answer back with a touchdown, but where do you think that the discrepancy came that led to the downfall?
I think in the second half, something that our team needs to work on is just being able to play a complete game, all 4 quarters. You know, we can't let the highs and lows affect us. Obviously, we went into halftime down after an interception that led to a touchdown, and I think our team just needs to understand that things are going to happen within the game, and we need to learn how to bounce back from anything, and that we can bounce back from anything.
Yeah, heading into this next week, how are you guys kind of preparing to push through the entire game?
We've been working every day, just grinding, honestly, and we understand what happened last game. We don't want to ever feel that feeling again, and I think that's what's going to motivate us to just go harder, to not let something like that happen where we slip up in the second half.
Why did you want to come to Southern Oregon? Was it because it was close to home, or were you just kind of looking for somewhere you could play football?
When I came on my visit, I knew that this was the place I wanted to be. You know, they did an amazing job of just recruiting, and that day they made me feel so special. Hanging with the older guys, they made me feel like I was already a part of the team, and I was looking for that brotherhood. I was looking for that group that was going to accept me and help me grow as a player, and I thought that I was able to do that here.
Mama Raider.
Yeah.
What does she mean to you?
Everything. She's amazing. I feel like growing up, you know, having a team mom on a team was usual, and as I, you know, got older, that wasn't a thing. And coming here, Mama Raider does so much for this program. You know, for people watching, she does everything for this program. She like would die for this program, and I love her so much. She's just the most kind, sweet woman ever.
Well, we're going to get into some fun questions now, because why not? Do you play fantasy football?
I do. I
Okay.
have one team this year. I usually try to have at least 1 to 2 teams. So, but yeah, one team this year.
Do you mind if I ask who your roster is?
Yeah, can I pull my
Pull
it out.
Pull it up.
Let's see who it is. QB, Joe Burrow. Running backs, Bijan Robinson and Josh Jacobs. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Keenan Allen. Tight end, Evan Ingram. My flex is Joe Mixon. I have the Steelers defense and Harrison Butker as my kicker.
Wow.
So, you know,
solid.
it's solid, right?
Speaking of watching football on Sundays, who's your team?
The Seahawks. I'm a big Seahawks fan.
Never strayed away, never looked anywhere else?
Never. My dad always told me he'd disown me if I was anything but a Seahawks fan.
NCAA, do you have a team?
I would say, you know, probably just USC, just a Southern California team.
You have one place to go eat here in Ashland. What do you pick?
If I'm with my friends, Oak Tree is the spot to go. I love going to Oak Tree with my friends.
A hobby that you do outside of football?
I like to just play video games with my friends. I mean, that's a little hobby. I like to be outdoors. Summertime is my favorite. I like to go to the lake.
A 2K or a Madden fan?
Depends. You know, I go through my moods. Sometimes when I'm not doing too good against my friends in Madden, I'll switch it to 2K, and I don't lose in 2K.
Are you on Xbox or PlayStation?
Okay, this is a funny story. So I'm a big PlayStation guy, but no one on the team had one, so I had to switch to Xbox, sadly, and now that's what I'm on.
Seth, thank you so much for joining us for episode 2 of The Huddle. We will be back again next week.
Right here on College Game Night at 8 p.m. See you then.